Thanks, Milan, you too. Should be a tough course. But nothing too crazy, not a 30-minute steep climb like we sometimes do for finals. I had someone say this yesterday as well. Try reloading the page. Because nothing's changed on my end, but I had like a drop out of the stream and then for some reason the audio was gone. I'll have to update my computer after the stream. See what's going on. Thanks, Milan. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'll update some things and then see why that happened the last 2 days. I was just saying tomorrow for finals, the course much different from the 30-minute steep climbs that we sometimes do for SRC finals. It's gonna be really punchy, probably end in a sprint. A lot different for finals. I would never say there's a 0% chance that I try something, but being so new to Cat 1 this month, I'm probably more content to try to sit in and follow. But in the finals, you never really know. There might be some big attacks, some team attacks for sure. The Scandi racing team, they love to race aggressively, so there might be something there. That's true. He'll definitely go for it. He'll probably attack 25 times tomorrow, including at the end. So I'll definitely be watching for that. I think because he won on this course last time, he'll be marked a bit more closely. That's my hope, at least, because I don't want to chase him down by myself. about you, Milan? Any tactics for tomorrow? Any planned attacks? That's a good question, Milan. I think on this course, everyone always watches the climb because it's only 2 times up the Wollongong reverse climb, and then, yeah, no worries, you don't have to give away any secrets. I'll just tell you about the course. So on the Wollongong reverse climb, that's going to be like a full gas 3-minute effort, roughly, but then you have to sprint over the top. You always want to be top 10 wheels coming through the KOM, not further back than that, because if you lose the draft, it's so hard to come back because the speed's so high coming down the other side. And then you have to punch over that little climb after the KOM, and then it's rolling. The sprint, everyone will go really hard for the sprint, so make sure you know where the sprint points are. So you accelerate there, stay in a good position, try to recover, and then after the second lap, the finale includes that climb where you're coming out from under the water, and that one's probably another 3 minutes, a little less steep, but there's no descent on the other side. It's just like 3 or 4K to go to the finish. So there's always attacks there. There's attacks that can definitely work. So if you're feeling super good, you could attack there or go into a group, or you can wait for the sprint. And it's a really long sprint. Everyone always goes early. Try to look at the distance to go, because it's hard to see the banner until it's too late. So look at the distance to go, watch the draft, watch the flow of the peloton, and then when you're sprinting, like, just go for it. Like when you decide to launch, you got to go all in, because I don't think there's a perfect time to go. My wish sprints are pretty weird sometimes, so I would say watch the flow of the pack, try to stay in the draft, and then go all in when you launch. That's the biggest thing. And don't go too early. Don't attack steady with 700 meters to go, because the whole field will be in your draft, and then you'll get swamped and end up in 25th place. Yeah, so if you're going before the sprint, watch for splits on those climbs, but then especially in the last 10 or 15K on the flats, on the rollers, especially in the last 5K, watch for those late attacks. That's the best time to go, and chances are other people will attack as well, so try to go with them so that you're in a group rather than solo. Yeah, that's true, but I'm not on a team this month because my secondary has been all messed up. Factory reset it this week, and it should be good to go. The power was just reading lower and lower, which was very frustrating. But hey, David, it's going well. How about you? It's negative 10 degrees here in Wisconsin right now. Happy to be on the trainer, staying nice and warm. It would be much nicer to be riding in Tenerife right now in this nice weather. At least we're not getting a foot of snow this weekend like a lot of places. "60-minute tempo," is that all in one interval, or is that like 3 by 20 minutes per tempo? I've never done 60-minute tempo before. I mean, I guess I've done that effort in a race, but not really like sticking to a specific power goal. But yeah, that is, especially on an indoor trainer, that is quite the effort. Wow. Longest I've done on the trainer was 30 minutes. 30-minute tempo. Never done more than that in one interval. Nice. I'll have to check that one out. That is quite the effort. And yeah, that's one of those where like you'll probably go through some mental hurdles all in one interval. The levels on ROUVY, that's a very good question. I should have a better answer, but I know that just by riding, of course, you accumulate points or experience towards the levels. And then I think I'm at level 29 right now. Let me check. I'm at level, 29. So then I think when you do challenges, like challenge routes, or you complete like a weekly goal, I think you can get like bonus experience points. I don't know how high the levels go. I don't know if I've seen someone over 100, but I'll have to check on that. Yeah, it was an issue with the secondary power. The power meter on my bike has been reading incorrectly for a little while now, so I've been trying to fix it. And the trainer readings have all been the same as usual, and the secondary for some reason has not been up to par, so I should be good to go for this weekend and going forward. And then I'm planning on getting a new power meter very, very soon, which should be higher quality, more accurate. Right now I have a Favero Asioma Uno. It's a single-sided power meter, and that's probably one of the issues, because I've had 3 right knee surgeries, so I have some issues getting a 50-50 power balance between my legs. So the dual-sided meters are usually much, much better. Yeah, my mid zone 2 is about 250. High zone 2 is about 300 watts. So a tempo interval for me would be probably between 330, 350 watts, around there. And then yeah, the recovery intervals, like today, super easy, would be around 200 watts. Okay, that's interesting about the Magine dual side power meter. Yeah, when you have a discrepancy between your legs that's that big, it can make a big difference when it comes to the single-sided power meter and how accurate that's going to be. So it's definitely something to check. I mean, if you have the means to get a dual-sided, it's going to be more accurate 99% of the time. But I know it's not possible for everyone, but at the same time, if you're not an elite level racer, it probably doesn't matter too much if it's 10 or 20 watts off. But if you are doing verified racing, you definitely want the most accurate power sources. couple isn't a problem at all. Just a couple of watts. Nothing right now. The technology isn't that good that it's going to be perfect within 1 watt. Not yet. Yeah, I think in the future, the goal is, like, the dream is to have the most accurate power meters and everything, but of course, if they measure in different ways, different brands, different temperatures, right now, there's going to be a little bit of a difference, but I've tested many different trainers, many different power meters and all that, and they all read a little bit differently, so it's tough. I guess that is true, yeah, it could be 1 mile an hour or a kilometer an hour difference. Almost done with this route, and then I'll switch over to another 20 or 25 minute route, I think. Alright, let's see. What do we got next? That route was awesome. Really like that one. Do 13K maybe. Could do that one. Is that one of my challenge routes? Got 2 out of 4 of these. Oh, that is the last one. Yeah, let's do it. I gotta do those workouts someday from the Visma riders. No activation intervals today. Just keeping it easy. Pretty sore, pretty tired from the week. So I think just an hour, like super easy, 100 to 110 BPM with the heart rate is gonna be best. That's what I did last week and I felt super good on Sunday. So hopefully today's going to be the same. If I'm a little more fresh, like if I am on a rest week or something like that, or if it's a big goal race, I'd probably do openers the day before. But for the regular weekly SRC, just going to do an hour easy on Saturday. What did you watch today, Milan? Is this one of the podcasts that we were talking about? I don't see a link. Maybe I missed it. Let me know. Might have missed something there. The Insole Man, you mean the Soul Star? Was it that podcast? I really would love to try a pair of Soul Star, the Insoles, but I haven't yet. That was a very good episode. How do you like them, Milan? I've heard really good things, but yeah, I never tried them. I've heard they make a very big difference. I'll be interested to hear how you feel tomorrow in the race. First race with them. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the short one first and then commit to the long one later. Oh, okay. Kind of last week as well. Oh, since last week, I see. So yeah, how was the feeling? Did it take any amount of time, a few rides to break them in, or did they feel good right away? Sounds like they felt quite different from the old insoles. How long did it take to get used to them, or is it somewhere where you're still getting used to them right now, so it's been over a week? But in the long term, the gains are going to be huge. Maybe not huge, but definitely noticeable. So after 2 rides, so how were those first 2 rides? Was it a little painful or uncomfortable just to get used to it? Like, would you recommend just doing 1 hour easy the first couple rides? Just to make sure you don't do any damage or anything like that. Make your feet too sore. Oh man. Intervals the first ride. So how was that? Was it painful at all? Or were your feet sore the next day maybe? Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, if and when I get them, I'll probably take it easy the first couple days, or at least do shorter rides, just to make sure everything's all good before I really start pushing on them. 1:30. Nice. Sounds good, Milan. Yeah, definitely. Go fuel up for tomorrow. Good luck in SRC finals. Let me know how it goes. I'll be out there as well in Cat 1. See you soon. David. I would say mentally break it down into small chunks. So just go like 5 minutes at a time or 10 minutes at a time. Say I'm gonna go to this point. Like if you're riding on a climb, I'm just gonna go to the top of this climb, or I'm gonna get to this next switchback. That's the biggest thing, is just break it down into smaller chunks. Don't think about the whole thing as one effort. That's the number one piece of advice. Yeah, sounds good. Let me know how it goes. Good luck. There's one more little hill to get to the finish. And that'll be it for today. Super easy hour on the bike before SRC tomorrow. The legs feel pretty good today, actually. They're a little tight, a little sore, especially from Thursday's workout, but by tomorrow I'm confident they'll be good. Perfect. Average heart rate 110. Perfect. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.